So if you've been trying to build this on your own a little bit here, you notice we added some menu items up here so that they correlated with our buttons down here. That's kind of standards Windows application kind of formatting here is to make in our graphical user interface or GUI, we want to make menu items that relate to other graphical items. So there's more than one way to do stuff. So I didn't really finish all the code last time I showed you this, but it was pretty simple. We had to redo our MNU exit event item because we had moved it so it was no longer associated with that object. So redid that. Really just took the menu items, made click events for those, and copy and pasted code from the button events so that when we run this, we could do this either way. And it all works for us. Pretty simple, right? But let's take a look here at one more way this could be. You know what? Let's get rid of these buttons. And so we're going to go over the code here, and we are going to get rid of the events for the buttons. Keep that stuff. And let's use some different objects to make this happen here. By the way, we've done a bunch of work now. You'll notice if there's this little asterisk up here in your tabs, that means you've done some work, hasn't been saved yet. So when we've done a share amount of work, let's do a save all up here, and now see the asterisk is gone. So there's a little reminder there that you've done some work, it hasn't been saved. Let's open up our toolbox here again, and let's put in a, you know what, we're gonna do kind of the same thing, but we're gonna use some radio buttons. So let's put a group box in here. We're gonna have a couple of radio buttons in that group box, but let's name our group box first. Get some more space to work with here. GRP for group box, and we're gonna call this choices is fine. And we'll maybe say select a button. So our text property just changes that right there. And we want radio buttons now. So let's put a radio button in there. Let's get another one in there as well. We'll get them lined up here. And so we can do kind of the same thing with these radio buttons. And the nice thing about the radio buttons when we put them in a group box like this is we can have it so that only one can be checked at a time. And we can set one to be checked by default when we get in there. So let's change the check property of that to true. See how it's true, and that one's going to come up as checked right away. So we want this one to be rad and hello. And let's make the text property hello. And for over here, it's not going to be checked at when the program opens. It's going to be rad introduction is what we were calling it, right? And change our text property. Alright, so now, same thing, double click there, let's make a click event for that. I'm going to hide my toolbox here, give myself some more room, and so now rad hello is checked. Well, here we go. We can just copy that, paste it down there. That's actually good practice to do that because I'm limiting any typos that might happen again, right? And so let's go in here and we'll get our other radio button introduction, right? And we want a click event for that. I'm noticing somewhere along the lines I messed up a comment here because this one changed name, this one changed label text back to hello, right? That's one thing you gotta watch about if you're copy and paste stuff around. All right, let's see if I got this or if I messed it up as I was moving all this stuff and everything, right? So it comes up that I can change it to introduction, change it back to hello world. I didn't really do anything with these, so should be okay. And cool. We've got our program there where we've made some quick changes there, but now we've got radio buttons to do that.